So how much physics, how much work is involved swinging a golf club? Golf ball is about 1.6 ounces. Not very heavy, right? And especially when you're going to whack it with a club that weighs quite a bit more. But that club head is usually moving really, really fast. Tiger Woods has one of the best, fastest club heads recorded. He's about 120 miles an hour at the point where the club head is going to contact the ball. A typical professional golfer, about 100 miles an hour. You and me, I mean, a lot less. I don't know mine. Actually, I haven't played golf since I was a kid, but it's probably at least 50, I would say, maybe 75 miles an hour. So you're holding on to something that's going 75 miles an hour. You're torquing back, straightening the hip, and then coming through and rotating on the torso. A lot of force going through the hips. That's why golfers get hip problems. You know, Jack Nicklaus, one of the most famous golfers of all time, had a hip replacement surgery in 1999 in January. And they told him, you're not playing in the Masters in the spring. You're also probably not playing in the US Open, which is in June. So they were getting him on what was the usual recovery at that time, which was really, 6 months to a year. Today, it's nothing like that. You can get out there and start putting as soon as you feel comfortable, and that's usually after a couple of weeks. If you get out and take the putter and a ball and you can get down to the hole enough, and especially if you've got something to pick the ball up at first so you don't have to bend down, then you're going to be feeling your way. Once you can putt really well and you feel comfortable and there's no pain while you're doing it and there's no pain the next day, then you're clear to get a really small iron like a pitching wedge, grab a bucket of balls and just start chipping. Chip at something, work on your target. You're going to be getting really accurate with your short game here, aren't you? You're going to take a whole bucket of balls as long as you're not having any pain while you're chipping that bucket, as long as you're not having any pain the next day, you're good to go up. So then go up to a 9 iron, then an 8 iron, then a 7 iron, and just gradually work your way. Don't push it. It should be the most natural thing in the world to where you barely even notice. And if you have any pain the next day, go back a step. Go down a club. But once you get to that driver, and once you can drive an entire bucket of range balls while having no pain while you're doing it and no pain the next day, you're good to play golf as long as you can walk that distance. And I'll tell you something, I've had hundreds of patients follow this advice over the years. When you go back to playing golf and you've been now hit God knows how many buckets of balls with your short irons, with your pitching wedge, with your 9, and you've worked on your putting, you're going to come back and you're going to be a better golfer than you were when you left.